Imagine a world engulfed in flames, the aftermath of a nuclear war. Picture cities crumbling, swallowed by earthquakes and tsunamis. Envision a pandemic sweeping across the globe, leaving devastation in its wake. Nuclear war could plunge us into a radioactive winter, wiping out crops and triggering mass starvation. Natural disasters, from volcanic eruptions to asteroid impacts, have the power to reshape continents and cause widespread destruction. Pandemics, as history has shown us, can bring civilizations to their knees, leaving behind a trail of suffering and death. Understanding the potential threats we face is the first step towards preparing ourselves for survival. We live in a world increasingly interconnected yet surprisingly fragile. Our globalized society, for all its advancements, is dependent on complex systems, power grids, transportation networks, supply chains. A major disruption to any of these systems can have cascading effects, leading to widespread chaos and collapse. Consider the impact of a massive solar flare, knocking out satellites and plunging entire continents into darkness. Imagine a cyber attack crippling financial institutions, bringing the global economy to a standstill. These scenarios highlight the vulnerability of our modern world. Our survival, and the survival of our loved ones, depends on our ability to adapt and overcome, to face the unknown with courage and resourcefulness. This guide is your roadmap to navigating a post-apocalyptic world. It's about equipping you with the knowledge and skills you need to survive, to protect yourself and your loved ones when the unthinkable happens. Remember, survival is not about brute strength or blind luck. It's about preparation, resourcefulness, and an unyielding will to live. From finding clean water and identifying edible plants to building shelters and defending yourself against threats, this guide will provide you with practical, actionable advice. It's about taking responsibility for your safety and well-being. Let's start creating a future where we're not just survivors, but thrivers.
Water is the most critical resource for survival. You can go without food for days, even weeks, but dehydration can kill you within a matter of days. Finding safe, clean water sources and knowing how to purify water are essential skills in any survival situation. Look for natural water sources like rivers, streams, and springs. Boiling is the most reliable method, but you can also use water purification tablets or a portable water filter. Rainwater harvesting is another valuable technique. Use a tarp or plastic sheeting to create a catchment area and funnel rainwater into containers for storage. Remember, finding water should be your top priority in a survival situation. Section 5. Food hunting, gathering and growing. Securing a sustainable food source is crucial for long-term survival. While scavenging for supplies might work in the short term, you'll need to learn how to hunt, gather, and even grow your own food to survive long-term. Familiarize yourself with edible wild plants in your region. Learn basic trapping and hunting techniques. Snares and traps can be effective ways to catch small animals, while learning to hunt larger game can provide a substantial source of protein. Gardening, even on a small scale, can provide a renewable source of fruits, vegetables, and herbs. Learn about companion planting and natural pest control methods to maximize your yield. Section 6. Shelter. Protection from the elements. A well-built shelter can protect you from the elements, provide a sense of security, and serve as a base of operations. Knowing how to construct a basic shelter using natural materials is a valuable survival skill. Learn to build a debris hut, a simple yet effective shelter made from branches, leaves, and other natural materials. Find a sturdy base, such as a fallen tree or a rock outcropping, and lean branches against it to create a triangular frame. Cover the frame with leaves, moss, or even a tarp for added protection. In a pinch, you can use a large tarp or plastic sheeting to create a makeshift shelter.
Section 7. Dangers and defense in a hostile world. In a post-apocalyptic world, the threats are not just limited to natural disasters or lack of resources. You'll also need to be prepared to defend yourself against wild animals, desperate individuals, and other potential dangers. Learn basic self-defense techniques. Knowing how to throw a punch, defend against an attack, and disarm an assailant can be crucial in a life or death situation. Be aware of your surroundings. Avoid traveling alone at night. Stick to well-lit areas and be wary of strangers. Familiarize yourself with first aid techniques.
Section 8. The power of community strength in numbers. While self-reliance is essential, survival is rarely a solitary endeavor. Forming strong social bonds and creating a sense of community can significantly increase your chances of survival in a post-apocalyptic world. Seek out like-minded individuals who share your values and goals. Working together, you can share resources, provide mutual support, and rebuild a sense of normalcy in a chaotic world. Establish clear rules and expectations within your community. Embrace diversity and foster an inclusive environment where everyone feels valued and respected.
Section 9. Mental resilience, the inner battle. Surviving a post-apocalyptic world is as much a mental challenge as it is a physical one. Maintaining a positive mindset, managing stress, and cultivating hope are essential for long-term survival. Practice mindfulness and meditation techniques to calm your mind and manage anxiety. Find healthy ways to cope with stress and trauma. Engage in physical activity, pursue hobbies that bring you joy, and connect with others for emotional support. Focus on the things you can control, rather than dwelling on the things you can't.
Section 10. Looking ahead, long-term survival strategies. Surviving the initial aftermath of a disaster is just the first step. To truly thrive in a post-apocalyptic world, you'll need to think long-term, planning for the future and adapting to the changing circumstances. Focus on developing sustainable systems for food production, water collection, and energy generation. Explore alternative energy sources like solar, wind, and hydropower to reduce your reliance on fossil fuels. Preserve knowledge and skills for future generations. Never stop learning and adapting.
Section 11, your survival toolkit. Be prepared for anything. Having a well-stocked survival kit can be a lifesaver in a crisis. Your kit should contain essential items that will help you meet your basic needs for at least 72 hours, ideally longer. Include a first aid kit with bandages, antiseptics, pain relievers, and other essential medical supplies. Pack a water filtration system, water purification tablets, and a reusable water bottle to ensure access to clean drinking water. Pack non-perishable food items like energy bars, dried fruits, nuts, and canned goods. Don't forget essential tools like a knife, a multi-tool, a compass, a map of your area, a flashlight, and extra batteries. Section 12. Sharpening your skills. The value of training. While reading about survival skills is a good starting point, nothing can replace hands-on experience. Taking survival courses and practicing your skills in a controlled environment can significantly increase your chances of survival in a real-life crisis. Look for courses that teach essential skills like fire starting, shelter building, water purification, first aid, self-defense, and wilderness navigation. Practice your skills regularly in a safe environment. Go on camping trips, practice building fires, learn to identify edible plants in your backyard, and familiarize yourself with your survival gear. The more you practice your survival skills, the more confident and prepared you'll be when faced with a real-life emergency.
Section 13. Your life in your hands. The importance of preparedness. The world can change in an instant. A natural disaster, a pandemic, a societal collapse. These are not mere possibilities, but potential realities that we must be prepared to face. Preparedness is not about living in fear. It's about taking responsibility for our safety and the safety of our loved ones. It's about empowering ourselves with the knowledge, skills, and resources we need to navigate uncertainty and emerge from chaos stronger than ever before. Remember, survival is not a matter of luck. It's about choosing to face the unknown with courage and determination, knowing that we have the power to overcome any obstacle that life throws our way.
Section 14. Take charge of your destiny. Be ready for anything. The future is uncertain, but one thing is for sure: those who are prepared will have a greater chance of survival. Don't wait for disaster to strike before you take action. Start preparing today. Equip yourself with the knowledge, skills, and resources you need to face the unknown with confidence. Build your survival kit, learn essential skills, and connect with like-minded individuals who share your commitment to preparedness. The power to survive, to protect yourself and your loved ones lies within you.